Hey everybody, I'm Mike Desepoli and welcome to the Heritage Market Minute for Monday, October 25th, 2021. We hope you had a great weekend. We want to talk about the markets this week. We're having a nice rally here today, led by the technology sector. That's what we like to see in this market. We think those are the strongest types of rallies, led by the Nasdaq. There's a couple things here pushing the markets higher today. We have a very big week for corporate earnings this week. All of the large tech components this week, which includes the likes of Facebook and Amazon and Google, or Alphabet I should say, and Apple and many others, will report their earnings. So that'll be something to watch for. We want to see strong corporate profit growth and strong guidance looking into the forward quarter. We've had some great results last week, and that obviously has the markets feeling good. More importantly, we're getting better reactions to those results. We spoke about that Friday in the Heritage Market Pulse. You know, it's not the news that matters, but it's how the market reacts to that news. So we're seeing the type of reactions that we would like to see. Markets are pushing to all-time high territories today, like I said, led by tech stocks as interest rates continue to back off. So we have a couple interesting developments in regards to congressional negotiations. Obviously, there's been some debate for the last couple weeks about a bill in the House and Senate. So we have a couple updates here regarding taxes. So the first development, what we think is a positive development, is President Biden has indicated that corporate tax increases will not be in this proposal. Now, you might look at that on its surface and say, well, corporate taxes, really, what does that have to do with me? I'm more concerned with individual taxes, but in the market of companies that we invest in, corporate taxes are a very important variable. So it appears that they will not be on the table in the current bill. That doesn't mean that they won't try again down the road, but this is a good example of how initial policy proposals can be far apart from the actuality when the numbers come down the line. Right? There was a lot of concerns in the initial negotiation phase and the initial suggestion phase that we were going to see corporate tax rates somewhere as high as 40%. So as of right now, they're going to stay put. However, another development here, slightly more negative, is talk about a wealth tax. A wealth tax. Now, you know, the selling point here is they'll tell you that it's all about billionaires and we're only going to tax billionaires. And if that's the way that it stands, then that'll be one thing. But what we see here is an attempt in this bill to include taxes on unrealized gains, right? So when we think about an unrealized gain, we have bought an asset, that asset has appreciated, but we have yet to sell it. That gain is unrealized. And the government wants to tax the unrealized capital gains of some of the wealthiest in the country. Now, we need more details around this particular proposal. Right now, they're just saying the suggestion is for billionaires, but of course, until we see it in writing, we will have concerns that this tax might be a little bit more broad and a little far-reaching if they start to include some much lower thresholds. But again, regardless of if it's billionaires or anywhere where you fall in different income levels, we don't think the concept of taxing unrealized gains is something that is constructive for markets. You want to encourage people to buy investments and to hold on to them without the notion that they'll have to be forced to sell to pay some portion of a tax bill. So we don't like this concept. We think there's other ways to pay for some of this spending if it needs to be. But nonetheless, we have to watch that development. It's important to the market. No reaction right now from the markets because they think it'll be a small section of that bill that will only apply to a small percentage of people. So it remains to be seen. But again, watching corporate earnings this week, that'll be the number one thing on our list. We want to see strong results and good guidance. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. Always happy to talk to you about the things that are on your mind. We'll be back on Friday with the Heritage Market Pulse to wrap up this week's action. Have a great day.